Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday.
It is hump day.
I have a cat on my lap.
Hello, Nate. How are you? Top of the morn to ya. We do indeed have ourselves a cute little Jinjee poos.
He's not in his cat house.
What the heck?
I don't. That is strange. Because you're holding it right there. What's going on?
Jinjee poo.
Crazy, weird stuff. Why is it showing the yellow bag?
Boo.
There we go. Oh.
There we go.
Pushman. People can see our treats, our collection of snacks. Yeah.
Let me move the camera.
Oh.
Hard for me to position us
moving.
away from the cuteness.
Keeps moving
He's
around.
too cute. How do we function with all this cute?
don't
Here, I'll have
know.
to make us small. I'll make us really small. Wampus. You're doing wonderful. That's good to hear. We're doing good. We're just getting ready to hang out for a little bit today. The weather is interesting.
Maybe gonna be rainy today.
Yeah, it may cut in and out. So we'll do our best. It's just a little hump day. Still smoky. Actually, the smoke isn't too bad.
No, yeah.
Oh. I don't know how to like. Oh, Krissy made another hanger. So we got more Plarny hangers.
Another shelf.
We've got a door.
Yeah, look, it's the outside.
We've got a
door.
face.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus after 4 margaritas? Hello, Lev. Did you say hi?
Oh.
Wonder if I can like prop it up enough. Oh, there.
Yeah.
There. Cuteness overload. Well, thank you. I thought I was looking exceptionally nice today, and I only after 5 margaritas. He's such a little wampus.
Got claws out a little bit.
With the claws.
You just there.
When he's super comfy, he goes. Oh. How is everyone upon this today? Upon this Cuteness Factor 5 day?
Cuteness Factor. Jinjee, you can't move like that.
And
The people need to see your face.
oh yeah, we can't show just straight cat butthole. Can't show just straight cat butthole. No. I don't know that. I guess I just gotta hold it. I guess I'm just a man slave.
I can hold it.
How are you, Philip? How is the day treating you, Mr. Philip from the land of what?
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 Oh, I watched a video the other day. There's a town in England where they throw hot pennies at each other once a year.
Hot penny? Oh, you did mention something about that.
Like,
Throwing hot pennies in England.
yeah.
Oh, that was that one guy.
Yeah.
A scrambling custom which takes place on the 23rd of May as part of an annual mayor-making ceremony. After the mayor's election,
Honiton.
he or she appears at a window of the town hall and throws hot pennies to the waiting crowd of children and adults.
Southerners are weird. Let's just throw hot pennies at people.
Hot pennies!
At least they're only warmed in the sun now. They're not scalding hot pennies, and it's a little less like, oh, let's watch the poor people scramble for pennies.
Rye hot pennies? What is that? You want me to see if we can find Hot pennies. Get your hot peanuts from Pennyland. Maybe I can. Okay, here's Jinjee.
Can we put these on top of each other?
Here, let's just we'll intermittently bring the Jinjee cam back. So where did he say it was?
Honiton.
Sounds
like Hobbiton. Yeah, Honiton hot pennies.
Honiton Hot Pennies Day. Like, what in... Why would you heat them up? It's just extra dickish.
Because it used to be like, oh, look at the poor people getting the hot pennies and
Just
burning
fine.
themselves.
Dating back to the 13th centuries and become unbroken for several hundred years and still takes place on the first Tuesday after July 19th every year, beginning at noon in the old Panier Market.
Panier Market?
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be French. I'm just used to seeing IER in Canada.
Yeah.
The town crier, accompanied by the mayor and local dignitaries, hoists a garland pole with a gloved hand at the top and proclaims that no man may be arrested so as long as the glove is up.
So is that like also kind of like implying that like you're not stealing money right now?
I guess not.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to huck hot pennies at people.
I mean, it depends. It depends if they deserve it or not.
The last time I threw change at someone was at the strippers in Lethbridge.
We need a sound clip of Krissy going ta 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 after the hot pennies. Maybe my brain didn't hear that.
I think I went ta 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 ta.
No man may be arrested when the glove is up. This was so that everyone would come to Honiton for the fair, which followed the ceremony without the fear of being arrested.
Throwing currency with the king/queen on it at someone is technically illegal. That's why. That is a weird little rule.
What? As far as I know, we can throw it at each other. We just aren't allowed to wreck it.
Like I said, the last time I kind of chucked change at somebody was at the strippers in Lethbridge.
Yeah, and so in Canada, we have obviously
so in the States,
adult entertainment. Hey, yeah. Drizzle!
In the States, when they do pole dancing, they stick dollar bills, y'all. In Canada, we don't have dollar bills. We have loonies. So you throw loonies at people.
We have the loony and the toonie.
Usually what the stripper does is she'll like kind of like and like stick one loony on her, like usually closer down near her bits. And then so this loony's got kind of stuck on her through like wetness. And then you take another loony and you throw a loony at that loony and you knock it off. And then she gives you like a signed poster or something.
Yeah, it's it's not something that, I mean, maybe that's one of the things that really, I've never been a person that understood going to those places because of that, maybe.
What on earth is a loony? Oh!
You don't know a loony?
That's what we call our dollar coin, because it has a loon on it. And it's also, it has a loon on it, and it was also created by Brian Mulrooney. So Mulrooney rhymes with loony, and then when we created the $2 coin, we called it the toonie, because we already had the loony, and it had to rhyme, right? So... See?
This is the loony.
The loony and the toonie.
And this is the toonie.
Yeah.
We used to have a $2 Canadian bill.
Yeah.
I actually think I have one in very, very poor condition upstairs in our little bedside table.
We were probably, like, I don't know, like pre-teens when the $2 bill was gotten rid of, and we got the toonie instead.
Ah. I mean, it's a nice looking bill.
Yeah.
It makes Queen Elizabeth look.
Our money doesn't look like this anymore, though.
Yeah, so our money, if you don't know.
That's from 86. That's the year before I was born.
So our money now
Rest in peace, Liz.
It's not technically plastic, it's a polymer.
It's like plastic.
So that it can go through the wash.
It's like,
and
Mexican money is made of the same plastic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's secure, durable, and so like I could grab some upstairs and it's like virtually impossible to rip.
I think I have some in my wallet, actually.
Yeah.
I have actual cash.
Actually, I think I might have a $5 bill.
Yeah. Plastic money.
I'm not gonna rip it because I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
But
it's plastic.
It's a plastic. This is Jinjee's college fund. Speaking of the Jinjee college fund, oh, Jinjee college fund. Oh, how are you doing today, Trizzle? I hope that Kentucky is treating you well. It looks thin.
Like
what the hell does that mean? It's the size of
it's the size of a normal bill.
Maybe if I go like that, you can't see it.
And it's the size of a normal bill. Like, yo, look at it.
What you say? Oh, like see through? Oh, there are parts of it that are see through.
Beep boop, beep beep.
See?
Hey.
Yeah. Parts of it are see-through. It's part of the, it's got a hologram in it. It's part of the
security features.
Hello, Violetta.
Yeah, if you hold it up, actually, it's supposed to... Yeah, you can see, like, special numbers and shit through it.
Watch, chat's gonna boop.
Oh, and our $10 bill is actually really interesting. I wonder if I have a $10 bill now.
Chat's gonna boop Jinjee. How did you feel about that?
But yeah, our $10 bill, instead of like going this way, this way, how you would normally look at a picture on a bill, it goes like this. It's weird.
I like boop.
She's actually on her $10 bill. It's it's a lady, and she's accredited with some sort of scientific discovery. I can't remember.
Marie Curie?
No. The black woman. That's all I know. That's all I know about the lady on our $10 bill.
Yeah. I actually
she discovered something.
The only one, honest to God, if you ask me to pick, I'd say the $5 bill has fucking McDonald on him. That's the only one I know for sure.
Wilfrid Laurier is on one.
Yes. Isn't he the $10 bill?
Is he the $10? I can't remember. I think I have more change in
her fanny pack.
My sweet little fanny pack.
My sweet little
Miss
Fanny.
Which I normally actually wear like slung over my shoulder like this. Oh, I'm sorry, I scared you.
Oh, you got scared?
This is how I wear my fanny pack to town.
This is how I wear my fanny pack to town. There goes Jinjee. He's back around the ground.
Let's see what I have for cash. Oh, I got a shitload of 20s.
Oh, what?
Oh, I have a 10. Uh-huh.
No one explained to me.
Viola Desmond. That's her name. And then...
How you got so much of this dollar?
Oh, and then on the one side we have the Canadian Museum for Human Rights.
I've been...
So this side is it's showing you both sides. So you can see her picture through it. So that's Viola Desmond. And then the other side, you're seeing mostly still her picture. That's the Canadian Museum for Human Rights.
Yes. It's true.
It says on here...
Drug money?
Let me read to you what our money says. Every individual is equal before and under the law and has the right to equal protection and equal benefit of the law without discrimination. Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Section 15. Oh, and then good old Queen Elizabeth is on our 20 as well. And then on the back of it, there's the monumented Vimy Ridge.
Which, Vimy Ridge is...
It's
where is it again, though? Isn't Vimy Ridge Louis Riel? No.
No, Louis Riel has nothing.
Where in God we trust. It depends who your God is, though.
What? Vimy Ridge has to do with World War II, I think.
So the what?
Oh, the can arm is on the back of the $5 bill. You didn't point that out. We got. Oh no, this is Wilfrid Laurier, isn't it?
Wilfrid Laurier.
So Wilfrid Laurier is on the $5 bill, and then on the back of it is the can arm, which you can't see, but it's our contribution to space shit.
Spy! Oh yes, it's the arm of the space station.
Yeah.
The funny thing about Deadweight Nate saying drug money. So it's before this money came out. It reminds me of an article that came out like 14 years ago.
About how most money has cocaine
where
on
actually what they found is up to 90% of paper money from the United States carry traces of cocaine. Compared to 85% of Canadian currencies contaminated with cocaine. So, I mean, apparently they make really good, like, tubies that you roll up and stick in your schnoz hole.
Honestly, sometimes I forget about the random shit that's on our money. So, like, the 5-cent piece, there's a little beaver. That probably not.
Beaver.
On the 5 cents, got the beaver, and then the back is Queen Elizabeth. On the 10 cents, we got a little boat called the Blue Nose. You see that? Probably not. Blue Nose. It's a boat. Because it sailed, and it was a boat. Here's a nice picture of a moose on the quarter.
Is it on the loose?
A moose on the loose.
I only know meese on the moose.
And then, you got a nice little loon on the loon.
Don't look at Jinjee's butthole.
Loon. Oh, you can't see that.
The wrong direction.
Yeah, gosh darn butthole. Either way, there's a loon on the loon.
We have currency.
Yeah, we have money.
We use it to buy maple syrups and hockey sticks.
And marijuana.
And Jinjees.
Things that are legal in Canada.
How are you today, Violetta? These two are loaded? Yeah. I didn't even know you had money. You know what I do? I take the shirts when I put deodorant on.
It's our rainy day fund. I keep cash in my fanny pack in case we need it.
I keep deodorant. The shirt that I used the day before, I just re-rub it on my armpits. Trying to save money around these parts. Hi, little cutie boy.
I love how you're saying we're loaded, and I literally showed
Mr.
you
Levity.
the equivalent of
Because you need more
$30.
notes with random Canada things on them. Super well. Hi Jinjee, your tail looks lovely today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Levity.
You need more notes with random Canada things in them. Canada.
Make maple syrup pot brownies or maple syrup pot. I mean, honestly, they might have something like that.
When I was
thank you, Mr. Levity,
in Egypt, which was way back in 2008, the only thing that they consistently knew about Canada was that we had Canada Dry.
Canada Dry, baby!
Like multiple times, like I swear to God, it was said to me, "Oh, Canada Dry," and I was warned this prior to going over there, and I thought, oh, certainly these people are exaggerating. No.
Nope.
They were not.
Canada Dry, baby. Way back in 2008.
I know, right?
It's
15 years ago now.
My favorite beverage, poggers. Ginger, I don't know if you guys know the soda history, but ginger ale is like...
I like ginger ale.
I believe it's the second soda actually created. Root beer might be the first, and Dr. Pepper is actually like third. When were different sodas invented? Cranberry, yeah.
Violetta's boss made her lunch. How nice. Nice boss.
Yeah, my boss barely let me go for lunch.
Yeah.
I would have to eat in my truck sometimes because if I sat in my office or in the lunchroom, they would make me talk about fucking work. And I'm like, get away from me. It's my lunch. You fucking fuckers. Charbart?
Charbart.
Charbart. Charbet.
It's charbet.
Is a drink prepared from fruit and flower petals, sweet, cordial, and usually chilled.
Charbet.
Served with a spoon? Interesting.
Yeah, it's from the Middle East. I've heard of charbet.
I know I've looked this up before.
Schweppes. You know, Canada Dry is better than Schweppes. This is my professional opinion on ginger ales. But Co-op makes a pretty decent ginger ale.
It's pronounced quack.
The quack.
The freaking quap, yo.
The Co-op also makes really good spicy salsa. If you can find the hot, it's surprisingly hot. Considering, like, most of the demographic for the Co-op is, like, 80-year-olds. The fact that their hot salsa is actually hot is very impressive. Oh, baked pig meat. Ooh. She's like, I don't know it in English. It's baked pig meat.
What is?
Violet said, I don't know it in English. It's baked pig meat.
Bacon?
Bacon?
Pork chops?
Pork chops?
Ham?
My mom and I used to jokingly call it recipe from the old country.
Quack!
And it was pork chops cooked in mushroom soup served with rice. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's a
recipe
from the old country. Root beer? But then the other thing I said that fuck it. Soda was invented in where?
Oh, look at that up. Odo Jack. Suckling pig. Oh,
Silly Hat Man would know this one.
Oh, yeah, because isn't Silly Hat Man from Serbia?
Croatia,
my bad. Those very different.
I was going to say.
Are
those close? Silly Hat Man actually does whatever you call them.
Suckling pigs?
Pig thingies.
Stuffed pigs?
Pig
on a spit?
Yeah, pigizing.
Pigizing?
I want to watch this hot penny video.
That does look really good, actually.
Right? We watched that best ever food review show, and a lot of people cook whole animals, and the skin of it, I guess, is like.
But I mean, I get it. When you have chicken skin's always the best.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be arrested, according to Town Crier Dave, while the glove is up. But there was a real danger that the glove wouldn't be here at all this year, let alone the pennies.
That glove is in bad condition.
The Honiton Hot Penny ceremony was traditionally the start of a week-long fair in the town, but
it's just so weird.
I mean, what is it any weirder than going to one of those parades and them hucking candy at children?
Yeah, candy is much less violent than hot pennies.
But I can buy candy with the pennies.
As long as you don't get hit. I mean, I guess anything can hit you in the eyes.
I could wear a mask and gloves, and I could wear a helmet. I could go, prepared safety-wise.
Might have to stop the event altogether this year.
What you do is you go with an upside-down umbrella hat, and that, like,
get a sombrero?
Mm-hmm.
Get a sombrero and walk around? You'd be catching pennies like mad.
Yeah, you need to work smarter, not harder.
You'd be like a $3 heir.
And considering, like, the pennies aren't really hot anymore, you don't have to worry about them, like, burning through your clothes or anything. Just wear a giant...
I wonder how hot they got before.
Big old... I have a perfect hat up here. Perfect hat.
Yeah.
Let me show the people the perfect hat.
Okay.
Maybe not the perfect hat, but, like, pretty close to being the perfect. I feel like I should be a...
No, it's got to be a sombrero with that defined ridge.
You need, like, up the rim.
Yeah.
Be like, woo. But even still, you could wear this hat and it would protect you from pennies.
I believe. I mean, yes, you would be superior You'd have superior penny protection. Yeah. But with this upwards ridge along the sombrero,
I look like I should be from a horror movie right now. Like I should be wearing
movie.
A black robe and like collecting children and being like, "Come with me, children. Let's go to the forest."
Now, did you say horror movie or horror movie? I'm just kidding. If you turned it upside down, you could catch pennies and be rich. Double toil and trouble.
Like maybe you should be wearing like a priest's robe. Actually, no, what you're reminding me of is the movie The Black Robe. And he was a Jesuit priest, and it kind of reminds me of his hat. I think I'm the only person who's watched this movie. That and everyone who was in my history class in high school.
This is, everyone was obsessed with this woman from,
Resident Evil?
Resident Evil when it came out. That's who I look like right now.
Oh.
I actually, I never played it, mainly because I don't have a console good enough to play it. I mean, I do look like her a bit.
You want me to get the red lipstick?
Should we put on a little red lipstick?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
I could do makeup on you too. Oh
I'll get you and your pretty little dog.
I never played Resident Evil. I remember seeing the movie that came out when I was like in grade 9, and it scared me a lot. And I don't do well with zombie shit.
I think honestly my favorite zombie movie might be, well, other than Shaun of the Dead, because Shaun of the Dead this is actually kind of funny, like a pirate hat. Like Shaun of the Dead. But World War Z. I don't think you've seen it. It's got Brad Pitt.
No. I saw
the
trailers.
movie is terrible and nothing to do with the games. It's true. Have you, Philip Talkington, have you seen Return to Raccoon City? I believe it's called. They made a Resident Evil that's supposed to kind of actually be like Resident Evil, not like. What is that? Oh, it's a string.
Yeah, so it doesn't fly off your head.
Well. I have not. I haven't either. Ridiculous.
It's kind of like a baby bonnet now.
Oh, look, ridiculous.
The road closures and a swift change of route.
As
usual this year.
She's wearing gloves.
Because they're supposed to be hot.
Health and safety.
Trizzle says, the newest Resident Evil movie is the worst movie I've ever seen. Huh. I went to theaters to watch it too. Evan looks like a villain from I Know What You Did Last Summer with the big fish hook.
Do we have a hook for you to hold?
I'ma get you.
I haven't thought, oh my god, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I remember seeing that in theater with friends when it came out.
This hat is massive.
Yeah, I got it as a sun hat. And then one year, I dressed up as Lydia Dietz for Halloween, and I wore that hat. Remember, you were Beetlejuice, and I was Lydia Dietz?
That's true.
Yeah.
I do have that photo somewhere. I'll look for it on my phone.
We were pretty cute.
Did you know there's a third one of those? Like, I Know What You Did the last summer before the summer of last?
I remember the sequel. I don't think I ever saw it. Like, I was never really much into horror movies because I was such a scaredy cat. So I was not the friend that you wanted to bring to see these movies.
Have you guys ever seen Evil Dead? I was like, probably, I don't know, 12 when my friend's mom.
Power of the Dog is a terrible movie. Like, literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Philip.
Sorry. Yeah, Power of the Dog is really fucking bad. Especially...
I'm sorry that you thought it might be bad good because of us talking about it, specifically the rope. But no, it's just bad.
You guys, motherfucking Jabeson's in the house. Jabeson, how you doing, my boy?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what. Oh I'm trying to think of we've watched some real stinkers together.
It's true.
And I think I just block them out of my mind. It's like, oh God. Or we stop them early enough on that we don't waste enough time.
Yeah.
We stop a lot.
There's a difference between a movie that's trying to be... Oh, here's the history of it. I was hoping to just have, like, imagery of people getting pennies thrown at them in the background. Yeah, there's a difference between a movie that's trying to be good that's bad and a movie that's purposely bad. Like,
or is trying to be good but sucks.
Like, what's it called? The Preacher one with the T-Rex.
Velocipaster. Velocipaster is phenomenal.
It's not supposed to be good.
No,
but that's what makes it great.
It's a great movie. Same with Troll 2.
Yeah.
Has absolutely nothing to do with Troll 1. It's technically about goblins.
And like, if you're gonna grind and build your rope, you don't put 3 really high level actors in it and talk about it like it's their career winning of performances.
Another really good bad movie, it's an English movie, is called I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. That's a great movie. It's a great bad movie.
I want to watch
Love I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle. Oh, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I want to see that. I also want to see Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I think that would be funny.
I've seen this one. Or was it Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter?
It might be Jesus Christ.
This
Vampire
movie, no jokes, fucking great. Absolutely great movie. Isn't this, what's his name? The dude that has the King's Speech?
No, that's not King's Speech.
Oh, no, you're right. It's not King's Speech.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, Velocipaster is aware of what it is and doesn't try to be anything else. Poultrygeist?
What the hell is this?
Rubber is also good.
Sharknado.
Rubber is super
Evan typed
strange.
Campire. Is that a gay gay vampire? So I don't know if you guys go to this website often, but
Christian Science Monitor?
Yeah, what is that? And they're talking about how they like it. Oh, hey, that's that guy from Preacher.
Oh.
This movie, no joke, I love this movie. It's so good. I think it's Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
It's
free on YouTube.
Superstar. Who are you? Who they say you are.
Yeah, it's free on YouTube.
Nice. We can watch it for free.
Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, see, Jason knows it. We'll have to watch it. Like, even like the axe action, like the whole thing is really good. I read Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies both, but never saw the movies. Poultrygeist? Oh, is that like haunted chickens?
Deadweight Nate, you're welcome for getting that song stuck in your head.
Jesus Christ Superstar?
Jesus
Christ Superstar!
Poultrygeist. Oh my.
There's some of these that are
I was gonna say,
good.
I would see you having that as a tattoo.
That's a sick tattoo. If I was from like Kentucky with the fried chicken, I would get it. If I was Trizzle, I'd get this tattoo right on my sternum.
Humans, the other white meat.
The other white meat. Okay, I want to hear the history of pennies.
Long pig.
Chestnuts were thrown. It all dates back to the 13th century. Originally, hot chestnuts were thrown from the windows of Honiton's pubs, but later the affluent townsfolk began throwing hot pennies. Apparently, so they could watch and laugh as the peasants burned their fingers.
Let's laugh at the poor people. Just laugh. Let's have a laugh.
At first, they were like, "Yo,
the poor.
Hear ye. You're gonna love my nuts. Hear ye, hear ye." And then they got tired of throwing nuts at people, and they were like, "Hot pennies.
Let's just chuck change at the paws.
Chuck change at the paw." And then they continued that for literally hundreds of years unbroken.
700 years.
Ridiculous.
I think about 20.
Wow, you're going to be able to buy a lot of sweets with those, aren't
No, you can't even buy candy. Like,
How many pennies have you got?
at least when we were children, you could actually go to the corner store and buy like 1 cent candies.
Yeah.
They don't have 1 cent candies nowadays.
And Canada stopped making pennies.
Yeah.
Because it costs more to make a penny than a penny is worth.
Yeah.
So this is just backwards. I'm sorry.
So
Stop it.
So if something ends in like a 2, it gets rounded down. Like if you're paying in cash, and say something ends at like it's 62 cents, you only pay 60 cents. But if it's like 63 cents, you round it up to the 5.
Yeah. Sometimes you get screwed. Sometimes you
get screwed.
If you pay with debit, you get screwed more often.
Well,
or no, it's the exact.
Yeah. What you need to do is you need to figure out when it'll work in your benefit, and that's when you pay in cash. When it won't work in your benefit, that's when you pay in debit.
You don't have enough time at the counter to figure that out.
Yeah, no, it's easy to figure out. If it ends in a 2, then you pay in cash. If it ends in a 3 or anything else, if it ends in a 2 or a 1, you pay in cash. If it ends in 3, 4, 5, you pay in
it's getting dicey.
In debit. I guess also if it ends in like a 6 or a 7, you pay in cash. And if it ends in 8 or 9, then you pay debit.
It's getting a little wan dicey out in the skies. Come on, keyboard.
Penny rounding.
Penny rounding. You know what? I'm going to say that this is a tradition that should be broken because it's the equivalency of like Mr. Beast using people for money.
One more thing about penny rounding is when you work in customer service where you have to take in cash, it sucks at the end of the day because most of the time you're out by a few cents. So then have fun trying to explain that to your employer. Because they'll be like, why are you out 14 cents? They'll be like, because of fucking penny rounding, you dumb bitch.
Holy scone.
Take it off my paycheck.
Take it off my paycheck. Stick it in my paycheck. You guys, it's Scone coming at you with that great science. I am really glad you're here because British Columbia is whooping heat records. I think
she blinded me with science.
I think 7 people 7 places in BC toppled heat record. 18. What did I say? 7?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's bad this week. Considering I believe that your skin is marshmallow see-through as mine, you're probably not going to leave the house, are you? Yeah, heat warnings remain in effect for 31 communities. Places broke that 40 degrees Celsius mark. Cache Creek.
Lillooet.
So is Cache Creek like a giant basin where they store water?
Have you ever been to Hell's Gate?
Yeah,
in BC?
Gate.
Yeah.
Hell's Canyon.
It's pretty neat.
Have you ever heard that there's like something in Ontario is supposed to be known as like a satanic area or something, like some kind of weird pentagram lines up at like it's like
that's not what Hell's Gate is.
Satan's Lake or something.
I haven't. Hell's Gate is not. It's like a big kind of. It's like a big fish run.
Went to Hell's Gate as a kid.
It's fun. That's the first place I ever had salmon jerky, and it was really yummy. I enjoyed the salmon jerky.
I don't think I've ever had.
I went across a big old suspension bridge, and I remember my mom was like super fucking scared, and I left her in the middle of the suspension bridge, and I thought it was really funny, and she hit me. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." I just meant to show you what my mom did to me.
We're supposed to be better than our parents, Krissy. Just kidding.
I just abused him. I abused him in an effort to show him what my mom did to me. It's so sweet.
I'm glad it's on. I'm just kidding. Don't worry, sweetheart. That's like the one place on my body that I could probably take a little whap to the nips. Sometimes things get a little crazy around here when you have a couple margaritas. Gone. Give me 5 margaritas. 5 margaritas. You guys, if you don't know Captain Skalm or Captain Jordan, make sure you is that even a clickable link?
I don't know.
I mean, that is a website. But yeah, I was looking at some stuff that basically BC is roasty toasty. I've always said, I mean, I don't mean this in like a rude way to like those who live in what is considered nice now. Where we live may be considered nice in the future. Because like they talk about like how the world is going to change for everybody who lives in coastal areas, right? Yeah. Seawater's going to rise, places are going to be hit by typhoons and all this stuff. But they don't really talk about what's going to happen in the smack dab dead middle, like Montana, Wyoming. But
just the water pressure is like making it leak in the bottle.
Oh,
but it's just like,
and
sorry,
no,
you're talking about how Saskatchewan's going to be nicer to live in the future.
Oh yeah, they don't talk about what's gonna like. Maybe we're going to become really nice, or maybe we're going to become the bottom of an ocean again.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was about to say did used to be the bottom of a glacial ocean or sea, so we might go back to being the bottom of a glacial sea again. Hard to say.
It's true.
It's actually it's really interesting why Cypress Hills, which is on the border of Saskatchewan and Alberta, one of the highest points of elevation on the prairies, it is actually one of the only places that escaped being covered in snow during the last ice age. So there's actually a lot of plants that live in that area that don't exist anywhere else on the prairies, just simply because they managed to escape being destroyed by the last ice age. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually. There's a lot that I don't know.
Your CEO called you dumb shit. I'm
Is
glad
that
he
real?
apologized.
Did that happen? Because that's not
yeah, that's
normal.
not cool. I'm also like just me being me, and the level of kind of like PTSD I have in regards to places I've worked. That would probably honestly be enough to make me quit. I'm not gonna lie. I've just had really, really bad experiences with employers treating me really poorly that I don't think
Oh no. He thinks he called Jason for something dumb.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised though. What was that one CEO? I think it was like not Barnes & Noble. It was like a company like that with two names. And remember, it was that older female CEO that was like, so we're laying some people off, and you're not getting your bonuses. Quit your bitching.
I don't know what company that was, but I do remember it was some lady that was basically
quit being
like
selfish and think of what you can do for the company.
I mean, sometimes you get asked dumb questions at work, and that's fine. I don't mind being asked dumb questions. I just would not be okay with my boss calling me a dumb shit. I'd be like, okay, well then bye. Get fucked.
Yeah, I'm allowed to call myself a dumb shit, and they can't agree. That's also part of it. That came off wrong.
Well, I'm glad that he's apologizing for calling you what he thinks are stupid reasons. That's a lot different of a scenario than me thinking that he called you a dumb shit.
I have to go to the washroom. Do you want to be right back?
Yes, because I also need to.
Okay, we will be right back. We're gonna use the rest facilities, and then we'll get
into some Reddit shit. Maybe.
Yeah,
or just keep doing this. We have no plan for today.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on. We just thought that we'd come and chat and see where things take us.
Oh, we might talk about ephemeral tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
That was what we were going to talk about.
So we will be right back, you scallywags.
Yeah.
And you wally skags. That might be, if that's bad in your language.
was like, ma'am, what are we doing?
She knows everything allowed to be sassy on that birthday.
Sorry, I farted. Just kidding. I forgot to turn the mic on. This is Jinjee. Yeah, we're just gonna go to work with Violetta. Oh, just out here on the tractor. It's a little loud. Sorry, bud. Jinjee's just coming to work with us today. Sorry, it gets a little loud there.
I love Jinjee.
That's actually the sound of Jason master fapping in the comments.
Yeah, R.I.P. headphone user.
No way, that sounded like a classic. I didn't fart it sound like it did. Even though I don't actually recognize the person anymore. And
You want to beat my dick off? I'll beat your dick off with both hands. What's up?
Rap. So, what are we thinking? Do we want to see some interesting things? Do we want to?
Oh, but we're gonna talk about those tattoos.
Yes.
Yes. So, ephemeral tattoos. We kind of just randomly came across this morning. So there's just, oh yes, oh my baby boy, want one?
Oh, Wampa farts.
No. So there's these ephemeral tattoos, and they're supposed to be a permanent temporary tattoo. And I know you're like, what the fuck does that mean? It means that they like tattoo you like with real tattoo and ink, but it fades shittily over the course of like a few years.
Yeah, so what you might notice is odd specifically about this is it says a real tattoo that fades away in 1 to 3 years.
So, you know how sometimes you get a tattoo done by somebody who doesn't know how to fucking tattoo and it just like falls out? And you're like, I can't believe I paid $800 for this fucking piece of shit tattoo that fell out my skin.
Yeah. So,
now you can do that on purpose.
So it's their made to fade ink. So, hi Jinjee.
And what's funny is they used to go, I guess they were saying recently, like up till recently, that it would fade within 2 years.
You
but
have
now,
to sit through the fucking pain?
Yeah.
You have to get a tattoo with the pain of a tattoo that doesn't stay?
Yeah, I don't understand why you would sit through the pain of an actual fucking tattoo so you can watch it like really shittily fade over the course of 3 years. And some people who are getting these tattoos, they're not actually fading the way that they're supposed to, or it falls out in a way that like looks bad.
Well, it says, yeah, it's got medical grade bioabsorbable ingredients that shrink over time.
And see, that makes me a little bit concerned. Like, what is it?
Small
what
enough
the fuck
for
is
your
it?
body to remove.
Like, what the fuck is it that you're tattooing me with that my body is breaking down and absorbing? Like, at least with regular tattoo ink, it doesn't go anywhere. It just sits there. Like, I will say I will occasionally have issues where I kind of have a bit of an allergic reaction to my tattoos, especially if they've been in the sun too long. They'll get like maybe a little bit raised and itchy, like it's like you can kind of feel the lines. You felt it.
Yeah, I get it only on spots of white ink sometimes.
I get it in my black ink. Usually I get it in this tattoo. Well, yeah, probably in here. Because this is really, like, sensitive skin. So I get it probably there the most in that tattoo. I just don't understand why you would want to sit through the hours of pain for a tattoo that fades, like, falls out of your skin in 2 years. And it looks like shit.
Yeah, I guess I didn't, when we were first listening to it, I didn't register the part of that it's the same pain as getting a tattoo.
Yeah. Like, just get one of those, like, you can get those, temporary tattoos that stay on for a few days. Like, or, like, a few weeks. Just get, like, if you want a tattoo that only lasts for, like, a year, get yourself multiple copies of a temporary tattoo that lasts a few weeks.
Yeah, you can actually, there's another website where you can basically just get like a stick-on version to see what it that like might last like when you were a kid.
I think.
And you would get them from the gumball machines.
Yeah.
And
Curtis Connor, who's another YouTuber from Canada, we don't really watch him, but I know that he has a partnership with like a stick-on tattoo company that they've worked doing like replications of his tattoos to be like temporary tattoos, which also I'll say I don't know why you would want to get a tattoo that another person has, especially if it's like, oh my god, my favorite celebrity has this tattoo, I'm gonna get it as well. Yeah, that's weird. Don't do that. Be your own original human being and don't copy other people's tattoos. I mean, you can definitely be inspired by people's tattoos. Like, if you see somebody with a mandala and you're like, oh my god, I fucking love sacred geometry, I too want a tattoo of sacred geometry. Absolutely. Just don't get the exact same thing somebody else has.
Yeah.
Redraw it.
I know that artists really hate it when you bring something to them and say, can I get this?
Exactly.
Because it's kind of like, not copyright, but sometimes, yeah.
And also, like, people like to tattoo in their own style. So I think, and I think the more you look at people's art, you can see it that, like, people's drawing styles is almost in a way kind of like their writing styles, right? Like, you can see how everybody, like, who draws a lot, they have their own kind of, like, flair or style to how they draw. Just like how, like, everybody, like, when they write out words, form it, like, a little bit differently. Just like the pressure that they hold the pen and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So it's really hard. It's really hard to go to an artist and say, I want exactly this, because they might not, draw that way.
Yeah. No, and like Ted Waite said, his wife got a tattoo with artist permission, which makes sense as well, right? Like, I mean, you can appreciate an actual piece of art, like.
Yeah. I mean, I have a Princess Mononoke tattoo. My, like, entire front of my right leg is dedicated to Princess Mononoke. I also have "See You, Space Cowboy" tattooed above my elbows. I love Cowboy Bebop.
I have, like, a tree with the skull in the trunk and, like, a female skull head with roses in the hair. Yeah. Like, I mean, I have a fucking gooey eyeball.
I am a weeb.
I have an eyeball of goo in my elbow armpit.
See you. Space Cowboy.
The eyeball's badass and well done. Yeah, actually, pretty much most of mine were done by the individual that introduced us.
My best friend since grade 4, Charlene, she started tattooing him and was like, oh, I've been tattooing this real nice guy. He has a job and a vehicle and a house.
This is pre-disabled.
And I was like,
Be a weeb, it's good.
Those are adult things. I appreciate those characteristics in somebody I want to date. Somebody who has their own driver's license and a vehicle and a full-time job. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my, so easily impressed.
One thing I did, my tattoos were real though, unlike some of these.
Jason, I have a job. You need to fascinate a lady with a piece of cheese.
Where the lady's at?
Just, And
she told him she can cook and clean.
No.
I don't know what she told me.
What did I tell you?
Specifically, other than that, you were her friend and.
Yeah. Actually, no. I think I did tell you that I could cook. I never said anything about cleaning. Yeah. He saw my bedroom. He saw Laundry Mountain.
You're telling them that you showed me your bedroom.
The cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax. Every time you're cooking, when the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules, and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax.
These are the stick-on ones from that ink box.
Oh, okay, yeah. These are the ones that stay on for like quite a long period of time.
Yeah. Instead of tattoos, I expand my retro video game collection. Honestly, I don't really know. I just wanted some, but now I'm like, I would get something small. I would get some small things in certain spots.
Yeah.
But at this point in my life,
I would like to add on to my sleeve.
I couldn't sit through a lot of pain, more pain than I already experienced. So.
I'm not so bad. I've gotten more tattoos since we've been together. But you got like I don't have any on the inner bicep. You do.
Yeah, I have one inner bicep, and those were so hard. They hurt me so bad.
My most painful one was definitely this one on the back of my it's upside down so you can't really see it, but it's like a cat skull with a flower, and this bit.
Take your shirt off. Holy poop in my throat.
This bit right in here, the closer it got to the knee pit, hurt so much. I just wanted to throat punch Charlene bad.
I'm surprised she actually wanted to introduce us, because I used to literally sit there and be like, what am I paying? Was this BDSM? I'm paying you to torture me? This is ridiculous. I was like, you should at least, when I ask you to slow down or stop, you should stop. And she's, what the fuck? And she's like, just laughed at me the whole time. You're the one who came in hungover, dick face. Yeah. She just kind of bust out the. She's really good tattoo artist.
She's a great tattoo artist.
Evan is cursing so much today
because he's recollecting tattoo pain. He's just he's
actually, you'd think that elbow one, the eyeball, hurt a lot, but compared to some of the spots, it didn't. It just, you're working, you're sitting there and you're just trying to be cool, right? Like, oh, this doesn't hurt. I'm not a baby. You're a baby. This is great. And then in your head, it just gets louder and you're like, stop!
That is kind of
just stop! It hurts!
Machine, yeah. But alternatively, you can just kind of get meditative about it a little bit. Actually, I was listening to something this morning that women, on average, have more tattoos than men.
They have a higher pain tolerance, too.
True.
So,
I mean we do have the babies. And those, from what I've heard, not pleasant to push one out.
I've heard that. Yeah. I've heard that from several.
I've heard that from multiple sources.
But yes, this is such a weird sentence. 70% of ephemeral tattoos fade in under 2 years. What does that even...
70%. So there's a 30% chance that it
goes
won't.
Longer or shorter.
Or just stays permanently.
I had flashbacks getting a nail in my wrist when the stick was sitting and she was grabbing the stud. Oh, you got... Oh, wait, what did Jason say? Plus, did an episode about it. My body went into full shock when I got my nose pierced in my mid-20s. Know that they have a higher pain tolerance? Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's fade journey is slightly different because everyone's body is slightly different. Yeah, you mean everybody can't maybe completely dissolve this ink into their flesh?
Hi, Scrolllock, and I did not know there's a Scott Pilgrim animation on Netflix. We don't have Netflix because Netflix can get fucked.
Oh yes, I did see something about that today. Yeah. I got a 3-inch nail in my wrist when I was 21 at an Oh my fucking god, bro.
Oh, you got Jesus.
That's so gross. I don't even want to picture that. It's almost as gross as, look at this. 7 months, 3 months after you get it. And then you have to go...
why would I want to get tattooed for that to happen?
Okay, so this one's actually a decent way to look at it. Not a good, this is like a drunken Vegas tattoo.
Yeah.
The only thing missing is shit falling out of the dog's ass. 3 months, you have to start explaining to people, oh no, it's temporary. 5 months, you look like it was done in prison until it's gone 26 months later.
Because here's the thing.
What the fuck is that?
So why would you pay for a tattoo like that? If I paid for a permanent tattoo like that, I'd be really fucking pissed.
I'd be so upset.
And I don't know why you would go through... Like I said, just get one of those temporary tattoos that last like a month. If that's what you want.
Yeah, like even at 14
like why
months,
sit through the pain so you can have like what looks like a really shitty fallen out tattoo?
Is it only like opening? Oh wait. Yeah, even at 14 months, you have to explain to people this isn't a skin disease, it's a tattoo that comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think,
like right there at that point, it looks like you have some weird varicose veins going on.
Yeah, it would be like if somebody walked up to you and was like, "Oh, excuse me, you got some shit on your back."
Yeah.
You rubbed up against the side of the pool. You have shit on your back.
It's like I have this mole on my leg, and every time my mom looks at it, she thinks that I have a tick on me, and it's like, no, it's just a mole.
That's ridiculous. I think that's stupid. If you didn't have to sit through the pain like the stick-on ones, I think I understand that because you might think like you want to look like Mike Tyson and get like a big thing on your face. Well, if you could get it temporary and look at it for, live with it for a couple days or a week, I understand that. I really do.
I love how she's posing like she looks so cool in this photo. And I mean, like, she as a person looks cool. What's left of the tattoo, like, what the fuck? That looks like shit. I don't know why you'd be proud of that. Like, I sat through pain so that it can look like this.
Scrolly boy. Nothing in particular. They're just a sucky company, expensive and password Yeah. That whole Netflix is like, oh, we're actually made record revenue because we cracked down on password sharing. It's like, yeah, for the free month you offered everybody. We got all these extra signups.
The tiers with the ads.
Everything is doing it. Yeah. It's actually we listened to something where they explained it is basically last stage capitalism, techno-feudalism, where it used to be like, here's a public park anyone can use, to here's a public park that has things in the park you can pay to use, but there's a bunch of free stuff as well, to now you have to pay an entrance fee to get into the park or be subjected to this, whatever torture to be allowed in for 5 minutes and then subjected to the torture again. And then it's going to go into just straight up paywall. So it's just such a, it sucks that it's like that one meme that you showed, or that one Facebook picture you showed me where it was like 2 containers of margarine. And the one was from like several years ago where it was,
oh yeah, it's just showing the price.
Yeah, $3.99 for 700 milligrams.
Did I take a screenshot?
And now it's $4.99.
No, it's like $9.93.
Yeah, $9.93 for 648 milligrams.
I wonder if I took a screenshot of it. Sometimes I do.
So it's just kind of like bags of chips and strange measurements of cola bottles and stuff. Companies they've literally started doing that thing that happens at people's work that drives them batshit crazy, where they're like, we need to save money. Should we fix the air conditioning system that costs us an extra $20,000 a year? No, we'll buy single-ply toilet paper. And you're like, fuck you! Like, I use 10 times as much so my finger doesn't rip through. Fix the air conditioners.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I know a lot of the bigger buildings I worked at, the problem is people got cold at their desks in the winter. So everybody had a space heater. And it's like, well, that ruins everything.
Yeah. I'm just reading your message, Philip, and I'm just trying to envision where on the human body that is, because I don't think I understand.
Orange flowers under her shoulder.
At the front.
like collarbone. But she can't find it. I heard that's
here?
a painful spot. Anywhere I think it gets really close to bone.
Oh yeah, on bone. Basically, so
collarbone.
Oh, collarbone.
I'm tired of looking at this fucking shitty tattoo on my screen.
I couldn't think of it. It's just like under boob.
Philip Torkington, more like Philip Dorkington. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah. So if you've never got a tattoo before and you're kind of curious what it might feel like in that area, you can do like a little pinch test. So by and large, small tattoos kind of feel like a consistent cat scratch in one spot. But you can do like a little pinch test, and if it doesn't hurt, like the more fleshy it is, like, and you're gonna like pinch kind of hard with your like fingernails, and if it really hurts there, it's gonna really hurt to get tattooed there. And if it doesn't like hurt too bad, it'll be, I mean, tattoos aren't comfortable, but it'll be as comfortable as getting tattooed can be.
Yeah, it's not, it's all about the placement. Like this outside of the forearm is fine. Charts.
You should pull up one of those tattoo pain charts.
Also, Philip, that is a really nice tattoo to commemorate that unfortunate timing in your guys' life.
Yeah.
My hubby said if he knew how much it would hurt, he would go. But then he got 2 more.
Yeah.
Well, it's that
they're
thing.
Kind of addicting.
It's like people who have
collecting
kids.
Body art.
The first year or two that someone has a kid, they're like, I hate my life and I'm never gonna have another one. And then it's like at 2.5 years, they go, maybe I do want another one.
Yeah, I kind of fall like I don't know, I go into a kind of meditative zone where I use the pain as something to like meditate about and try to like physically overcome. I don't know. It's weird.
We'll go to this one.
Yeah, this seems pretty accurate.
Because that one is far too anatomically correct.
Yeah.
It's scary.
But this is pretty, I would say, pretty accurate. Especially like with my experience with the knee pits. Knee pits fucking hurt.
So this says usually involves pain, but the most painful body parts to ink are bony areas or area with thin skin and or have a lot of nerve endings, like your nipple.
Yeah. So, like, because, like, a big portion of, like, my upper back is tattooed, and it was, closer to the spine that hurt.
So, the least pain on this chart is in blue, up to the most pain, which is in red.
Yeah.
The one tattoo on the lower butt, I can't go over it or else it does that, but this one right here, who gets a tattoo right there?
A lot of my cousin has a tattoo there on her ass of a lucky clover.
I guess that's true. I have a friend who had got a he went to Bonnaroo. I think it's in Tennessee, and not happy about having a.
The nips make me giggle
because I'm immature. Oh, the outer elbow. I don't actually have anything on my. I know as this got closer, it did start to hurt. This says the inner elbow is really high in pain, but that one didn't hurt.
I would think that it would.
That one didn't hurt me much at all.
I think actually, because this is the female, and female and male is a little bit different.
Oh.
There, yeah. See?
Oh, they even drew my penises.
Yeah. Penises.
My red
Didactic
penises. The stigmata? How come stigmata hurts men but not women? Women's entire hands are...
Our entire hands
are
worse,
moderate. And men's...
It's just your palms and
what
then
the
the outside.
Fuck?
See, men in general,
so weird.
Less pain.
I've been on Top Chat the whole time. I set Streamlabs to remind every 10 minutes. It says something like, remember to go into live chat. If you have BTTV on your
Can you scroll up
extensions,
to the female one again? I want to look at the legs.
Will be able to set it to go live automatically.
Yeah, that seems pretty... Because, so my... This is the front, and it goes down to my foot, and this like when it was off to the side here, not bad, but like on the top, this really hurt.
I didn't know Top Chat was a thing. Yeah, you want live chat. Top Chat for some reason it like, I don't know, it like blocks spam is what it's supposed to do, but there's a lot of women with underboob tattoos, so that looks like it's a bad idea. Also, apparently don't get tattooed around your lips. We just actually seen that people get lip tattoos. They had lipstick tattooed on. And
sorry, are we distracting you from work, Jason?
Sorry, I'm at work and I'm slightly distracted. Yeah, that's because I brought up these pictures, and when I scrolled down to the guy, you were like, give me 5 margarita. Jason's just running around the office with the CEO apologizing to him. Give me 5 margarita. Swap to live chat, spam me up, daddy. So
you seem to have like 2 types of moderate. Females seem to only have 1 type of moderate pink.
This is fucking weird. Why would the front and back of males be so different than the front and back of females?
Why?
Well, just in a sense of like, if you look at certain, like the hands, for example, on the female.
I love how the tramp stamp area, no pain.
Yeah, maybe that's why everyone was getting.
That's why so many women have tramp stamps.
Why wouldn't that hurt?
Yeah, I don't know. If I pinch there, I would think that would hurt. Because that's it. Like, if you get a zit there and you pop a zit there, oh, those hurt. Are you kidding me?
Honestly, though, this kind of looks like a 70s comic book superhero costume. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's bit. Like, because mainly if you look from the knees down, it looks like a pair of like boots.
Yeah.
Maybe we've been watching too much
Dragon Ball.
We got 2 episodes left,
and then we can start like
and then we'll
Z or Kai or
so
whatever.
From what I hear, Kai is a more refined version of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Armpit, rib cage.
I've heard rib cage hurts a lot.
Ankles, shins, nip holes and breasts. Groin, elbows, kneecap, behind the knees, hips, neck, spine. It's like fucking everywhere.
One place I would never want to get tattooed that I would think would hurt so much during the healing process would be your armpits. And that's simply because I'm a sweaty lady. So like what happens when I like get some salty sweat on my healing tattoo? It's gonna burn, and it's probably gonna make it like fall out. Like I can't imagine it would heal well.
I'm trying to see. I think it's this one goes kind of into my armpit. Yeah, this one goes like right up to where my armpit is, and I know that fucking burnt. It felt like I was being stabbed with searing metal. But it's because I don't know. Oops, my body is fucked up, as we know. Shocker. And so I have a lot of like stretch marks in my kind of like armpit area from when I grew as a teenager. And that area hurts so bad. It was like I said, it felt like she had blades sticking in the stove and went, psst. It was like, you know what? I probably should buy her a gift other than the tons of money I gave her for putting up with. At least I was funny, you know? I'm like that.
Well, obviously she introduced me to you.
Yeah, so the trick is if you're going to bitch and complain, try and be funny about it. And then, you know.
She would have never introduced us if you weren't at least like semi-charming in your whiningness.
The Lizard Man, isn't that, I think we've seen that guy. Stockport. Kai is the version with less filler, but some other changes as well. Would you recommend it? Just a man walking his lizard? What? This is actually not what you're talking about, Mr. Levity. But this is... I gotta click on this link. Manchester Evening News. Just a man walking his lizard around walking his street around Elmston because it's completely normal. Why do I start mildly British and then
turn like to
Australian?
Is that a monitor lizard?
This is in Gobshire. Sorry for saying Gobshire. I don't know if that's a real place. It's a monitor lizard, I think.
What I said, is it a monitor lizard?
Fuck.
What? What's this say?
I mean, you never start British.
Oh man, Krissy did see a hilarious meme. What was it? How come the British are always British? And someone's like, because did they drink the tea?
Yeah, they drank the tea.
British. And they drank the tea. Whoa! Whoa! You guys, I think that's what we got for you today. My neck and stuff is sore from the weather.
The weather's making the arthritis kick in.
Yeah, it's gonna rain. It's getting really windy and stuff. Some things did get for Dragon Ball Z. Kai isn't the best.
Some weird art censorship as well.
Oh, like Goku peen.
Because I'm okay with so much. I did have to ask. Now that Goku's an adult, are we gonna continue seeing Goku peen?
Yeah, it's not appropriate to show Goku peen now that he's adult.
Appropriate when he was like 12.
Because little teeny dinglings aren't like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, like, the engagement between him and Chi-Chi is so, like, rushed. Like, I understand that as a kid, he was like,
I thought it was super funny. She's like, you don't know who I am? I'm Chi-Chi. Yeah. You said you'd marry me. And he's like, well, at least my heart was right. He's like, let's get married.
He's like, I thought a bride was a food thing. And I'm like, so you wanted to eat her? Like, what does that mean?
Some things like injuries got censored weirdly. I assumed it was like something to do with Master Roshi's being a pervert, or who knows.
All the, like, panty shots, like, Bulma looking at her panties, deciding which ones she should wear that day. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I know that a lot of people defend it as don't look at it from the lens of today.
Yeah. Or also, I mean, it isn't for children.
It's a comical trope.
It is for adults.
And that stuff.
Yeah.
But also, I think people growing up watching it would be like, it's normal to try and sneak looks at panties and to incessantly harass women for hugs and kisses and stuff.
Philip wants to know that Amber Heard...
my cat stood on a bee. What clip was that we laughed at? Oh, my dad cut my dick off.
My pee-pee.
My...
Because it was Christmas.
I gotta type more in there so it's not weird. This one, I think. It's a ticket.
Yeah, it gets weirdly specific. This is it. If this is it, we'll...
Why did they start muted?
I don't know.
Why you gotta make me look like this? Why you gotta make me look like a freaking turd salad?
Dog stepped on a bee.
My dad has to pee.
My mom's stuck in a tree. My brush fell on my knee.
My dad cut my dick off. I cut my pee-pee off on Christmas Eve because it was
rotten.
I've seen that like 100 times, and every fucking time it makes
so
me
good.
laugh.
We should share that link.
Oh god!
Share that link in chat.
My dad cut my dick off.
My pee-pee. Because it was on Christmas. Because it was rotten.
I mean, that's not how you deal with gangrene.
Nope. Not how you remove a gangrenous infection.
My dad cut my dick off.
My pee-pee. On
like
Christmas because it was rotten.
Yeah. We're not gonna play the entire lore behind this one, but it is also one that you should look up if you don't know it. That's too silly. You're silly, Scar.
I was like, ma'am, what are we doing?
And then she just started. I'm just kidding. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We love to hang out with you. I hope you learned a lot about MechaHaggrid.
And, Canadian change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Canadian currency. Hot pennies.
I know this is the conversation you had always been waiting for.
What else? Dingly dangly wieners and Jinjee. You guys, just remember, in the darkness of night, when it feels like you're lost, you just think to yourself, keep it sleazy, take care. Yeah, that freaking, we'll have to maybe turn that into a meme for Violetta. The tractor.
Okay.
Take care, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.